we have to do the.
All right, and we go right into it. Talking shit. All right, let's see. Sanchez wants in.
Dick, let me in.
He only gets to come in if he's seen Galaxy Quest.
Should invite him in now.
Sanchez.
And if he says no, just drop him right away.
All right. Bienvenido, Sanchito. I sent him the invite. All right. What do we got going on this week? Lots of great stuff. I didn't see that shirt come out in your shirts of the month or shirt daily shirt thing, Liz.
This one? It's because I just got it at LA Comic Con.
Oh.
It had Alan Rickman in it. That's my only. I don't have a Galaxy Quest shirt to my utter dismay.
Oh.
But I shall find one soon enough. Oh.
Every time. Every single time.
It was the only thing, the closest thing I had. I don't even know if I have a Star Trek shirt anymore.
Hello, John. So let's see. Free comic book day is coming.
Yes,
What are we,
it is.
3 weeks out?
Yes.
Nice. May 7th.
We've already started to get the trickle in of some of the comic books because they ship them to us like weeks ahead of time. We just can't put them out, obviously. So
You know, I want to say the crazy thing about that is that they're not free, right?
Well, they're free to the public, but we have to pay. I think we pay the most that we pay for one of them, I think, is like 27 cents. Maybe it's 35. Basically, it's the cost of a stamp is what we pay. That's the most we pay for something. And
Okay.
that's a comic book. They obviously do, like this year, they did 2 limited edition statues for The Mandalorian that are free comic book day versions.
Half man,
And-
half DeLorean.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if they did a toy this year. I don't know. I have to go back and look. I can't remember. I just know
So
we
here's
did the
some-
statues, but
Here's some thoughts I have about free comic book day.
okay.
And I would love to pick everybody's brains about it. There are some vendors that will stockpile certain books and not use it for its intended purposes. Now, there's one hand that says if they're purchasing them, right, because they don't get them free to give for free, it's still an investment that they make to be able to put them in. It's kind of like there's an investment of the comic shops to give out these free books to get everybody to come in to take a look at other things that are going on and try to hopefully that'll be the type of thing that'll bring people in for a more consistent business aside from just coming in for that day. So what are your guys' thoughts on those people who get those books and put them behind the counter and sell them on eBay or stock them up or anything like that?
If they can get away with it and people are dumb enough to buy them, more power to them. They bought it. They should be able to do whatever they want with it. Like if it's not being used as a free gimmick, they still paid for it. They're the ones that invested the energy in getting it. If they want to resell it and somebody wants to rebuy it at a higher price, it's just the way business is.
John's asking who does that.
There
That's
are
good.
a lot of stores that I've had people do that because after the fact, if we have extras left over of certain ones that are popular, I've done this at a not even when I was at Fats, but a different store prior. Not even there was a time in between Mile High and Fats that I worked in the comic stuff, and afterwards, I put them up for sale, but they were like $1 or $1.50 or something like that. That was like the most that I would put them up for to recoup any kind of cost. But at that point, some people just can't get to their local comic shops and get them, and this is the way that they're able to. And they don't mind paying, out the nose. In some cases, some of these free comic book day ones are expensive. Our policy is that we put them out and we just give them out until we get one. We've got free comic book day stuff from last year that we're still like giving out to people as they come in to check out and look and see. There's going to be some that this free comic book day are not going to be free comics. They're not going to be free. They're ratio variants that were done for 3 of the Marvel ones. And I think they did one for a couple of the DC ones as well. Those aren't going to be free. We're going to charge for those ones because they're ratio variants that we had to invest a certain amount of money in order to get them and have them. And we're going to charge for them. But as far as the regular standard ones that they advertise for, yeah, those ones are free. And we don't stamp them. That's another thing. Some people ask, you want to help promote your store. So there's the area where you can stamp them with your address or you put your sticker or something on it. I know that there's a lot of places that do that too. We don't do that here. But yeah, it's the store's product. They can do what they want with it. And the customer will dictate whether or not that's a good policy to sell it or to give it away. I mean, if people don't want to buy it, then, and they're getting charged for it, they won't shop there anymore. So,
You've got an idea of what's coming now, right?
Oh yeah, you can go online right now on freecomicbookday.com or whatever, and you can look up all of the titles that are coming out for it. There's like, I don't know, 30 titles or something.
Yeah,
And
John.
we have to order in groups in certain tiers because there's like gold, silver, and then like regular tiers. And so you have to order in groups of something, like it's like groups of 20 or groups of 25. You have to order in those amounts on certain tiers. You can't just order, I want to get 55. No, you either have to get 50 or 75. So
John says any store that sells free comic book day books day off or purposefully hides the product to make a buck needs to fail.
I'm
Well,
not gonna
chances are somebody who's going to do those type of things, or like when you've got your dollar bins out there and you go to buy, somebody goes through digging through comic hunting and they find the book and they bring it up front, and then the people up front change the price on that person. Those kind of practices get frowned upon in the forums all the time. So
yeah. But yeah, just like what Isaac said, I mean, if it's like I said, or he said, whatever, if a store wants to do it, let them. It's their product. They can dictate how they want to do it. Whether or not they give out only one, you can only pick up one per customer, or you can get 5 of the titles to help, spread it out so you don't have people, grabbing the ones and then turning around, you know what I mean? That kind of situation either. Different stores have different policies. If you're a pull customer, you get to have an extra 2 or 3, or if you're, I don't know, a tiered person, you can do it as, different rules have different stores have different rules for them. And customers will decide whether or not that store is going to be successful or not based on the policies that they have set up for it.
yeah, the market dictates, right?
Yeah.
I hate when they stamp the books. So annoying. Or they'll put a sticker on it.
Yeah.
It's like, why? Why?
I mean, the reason why that's there is for that purpose. That's
I
why they
know,
leave
but
that
still,
open.
Why?
I know some artists, sometimes when they have artists at the stores, the artists will draw, like that's their little like blank canvas, and they'll do little doodles and sketches and stuff in there. But it's promotional material and it's a way to get people to remember where they bought it from. But I don't know currently who still does that, who still stamps. So I'm not sure We don't have a stamp, so we're not stamping.
I have a stamp. So
I
I'm
know a
not-
few. I know a few comic book shops, but I won't name them. But yeah, I know a few.
Isaac's gonna come running in and stamp all of ours.
with the Comic Cave stamp. He did it. Huh?
So Steve, you said you know a few comic shops, what, that stamp, or
Yeah,
they're hiding the books?
No, they stamp. They still stamp their books. I mean, but what Liz said. I mean, they use it for promotion for their store. So yeah, I get what they're doing it for, but I don't like it. But I mean, it's their book, so they bought them.
But I mean, if you go to the store and you get the book from them, are you gonna forget where you got it from and need to get reminded by a stamp?
No, but remember, there's a lot of just normal people that show up with kids. They're not really comic book people that like they heard of it, or one of their kids heard of it from another kid, and they want to go check it out, and they'd only been there once. Maybe they've seen it passing by. So that those are the people that these shops are trying to get. They're trying to get these new people because, of course, they already got me. They already got you. They got the Comic Cave guys. So we're already gonna be there. They don't care about us. We're still gonna be spending money at the shops. They want the new people, the new kids, the next generation to come in and spend their money and enjoy these beautiful books. And so I get what they're doing it for.
Free Comic Book Day and Comic Fest are like they're like church holidays where you have like the families that come in just for like Easter and Christmas, and you only see certain people coming out for Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, no,
And Comic
you're right,
Fest.
Liz, because me and James, Comic Zombie on here, we've gone to what's that shop in Rancho, Four Color Fantasy, a couple years back, maybe 4 or 5 years back, and the line just for free comic books was long. They had like 4 different artists, really big artists, like really like they had Rockefort, they had a bunch of other good artists on there, and they all bypassed the artists because they wanted to get the books, the free comic book books, and that's all. And people just went in, got the books, and left. There was a lot of people just got the books and left, or some, a couple of stragglers here and there. They had like $1 book sale also, so they stayed there too. But majority of the people were just in for the free books, and that's all, and they left. And I think they had the thing that I think the first person in line would get like $100 gift card, or so they had like these special things like the first 2 or 3 people. So and then you'll get, they had like at that time it was all these Marvel omnibuses they had so many of them that they couldn't sell, that Marvel did a huge sale back in the day. So they were giving those away. So they were just there getting the free stuff, and they just left. And I took advantage of them not doing anything and bypassed them and go straight to Kenneth to get a free sketch.
All the days of the free sketch. I remember that. We're gonna be able to tell our kids stories of getting free sketches, like our grandparents talked about dancing to Charleston at the soda fountain. When I was your age, I met Mark Silvestri at Thought Collectibles. I got a free half a Cyclops sketch in the snow, and I was thankful. We slept outside, and we had to deal with bums.
Never talk about JR.
Oh man! And then this Mexican cut me in line. He busted the Dirty Sanchez before the Dirty Sanchez busted the Dirty Sanchez.
No, it was after
I was
the Dirty Sanchez.
inspired by the Dirty Sanchez.
Inspired.
It was the Dirty Vargas. Instead of putting one finger up your ass and giving you a mustache, it's 2 fingers.
Oh,
No, it's 3.
Good Lord.
I go across your face like Scar.
oh.
Oh my goodness. No, it'll be fun. I think we have well, now I'll hit up a couple of other people, artists to come in. And then the first 10 people in line get like one of each of the comics that come out. And it comes in like a little drawstring, like free comic book day backpack thing. So,
I was like, I'm listening.
yeah. No, you get your sucker and your balloon and your button. Tyler Kirkham he's the featured artist this year. Last year it was Scotty Young. And then this year it's Tyler Kirkham. And I think he's debuting, like, I think the poster and the button and the shirt, I think it debuts like a new superhero team that he's doing. If I'm not mistaken.
I think it's called Free Comic Book Day Family.
No, I can't. I gotta look it up because I remember them talking about it, and then the image that they used for it was the free comic book day like poster image. I was like, So,
Hey Liz, what city is your shop at?
Garden Grove.
Okay.
If you're thinking of what I'm thinking already, Steve, I've already got that ball rolling.
You saw my message?
I already messaged him before you messaged that message.
Okay.
And Liz
Yeah,
is on it.
Okay. Yeah, because prior to you not knowing this, I that's what I comment on his
Yeah, I saw it.
on his thing. So I was trying to see if he was if you have anything else and yada yada. But all right, cool, good thing.
I have agents working for us. They're out in the field far and wide.
Just put it out there for friends. Everybody can be together, all friends.
It'll be fun. It'll be good. Yeah, because that's actually we're having back-to-back events. Free comic book days on the 7th, and then on the 14th we're having a signing for a new store exclusive with Jason Lego is going to come in and do a signing at the store of his new store
Nice.
exclusive.
Fancy.
Yep. That's gonna be pretty rad. Tomorrow we're gonna show off the cover during our Instagram live sale, new comic book day Instagram live sale. We'll be able to show what the image looks like, and yeah, comic cave. And
John wants to know what we're talking about. We got an artist lined up for your free comic book day, John.
John's like, wait a minute, what's going on?
We just got to.
He's like the manager of the store, and like, he has no idea. Wait, what's happening?
It's just not all 100. I don't want to put it out into the universe if it's not 100 yet. But
Yeah.
I'll follow through with it tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon after the count. So yeah, we're gonna make the announcement for it tomorrow. Officially make the announcement for it tomorrow.
What up, David Jones? How you doing?
I'm excited. I'm super excited. Super.
David Jones, DJ himself. Welcome to Talking Shit. We're a bunch of random people talk a bunch of random shit.
We're not
About a
random
bunch of
people. We
random
know each other.
We're random to David Jones.
Oh, sure.
What are these randos doing?
Throw a topic up. What do you want us
Alright.
to talk about?
I'll throw a topic up.
Oh God.
It's been
Oh, here
2
it comes.
weeks. It's been 2 weeks, but none of us have had a chance to really get together and talk about it. Let's talk about the slap heard around the world and the world's
Old news,
greatest
man.
cuckold.
Sit down.
Get
If
outta
it
here
doesn't
with that.
happen a day ago, it doesn't matter.
We've had enough time to absorb it all, to hear all the opinions, to come to a final conclusion.
Well, it has been long enough to see
We just
where
took it like
where
camp.
people line up on each side of the political aisle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, if we're anti-free speech, then we'll line up on this side. And hey, if we're pro censorship, we'll line up on that same side of the aisle. And if you're like, hey, I love comedy, you're on the other side of the aisle. So, I like to laugh. I'm on the side of laughter.
That's it.
Yeah, nobody cares, Josh. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah. Sorry, boomer.
I just wanted to say I think Chris Rock was taking a bigger shot than everybody thinks. I think he was taking a shot at Will and Jada, because during the filming of G.I. Jane, that's when Bruce Willis and Demi Moore were going through their divorce because she was getting it on with Ashton Kutcher. So I think when Chris Rock is telling a G.I. Jane joke, he's not just hitting the alopecia. He's going after the fact that
I think they were well split up before. I think they were well split up.
Conspiracy
She
theory
didn't
of the
leave Bruce
slap?
Willis for Ashton Kutcher. They were already
Didn't
split up
she?
before that. No.
Ashton Kutcher and her weren't even together during G.I. Jane. That movie was like
thought
in
they
the
were.
90s.
Are you sure
Yeah.
about that?
And
He was still throwing rocks
Kutcher
at Bobby
about
Mulligan.
I was gonna
I'm
say
not looking
Kutcher
up. I'm
Kutcher was a
looking up.
child
can't
still
look
at
up
that
this for you on my
point.
phone.
Well, you shouldn't have brought it up without full knowledge.
Do I
Hey.
need to get out my tinfoil hat?
Ashton Kutcher was a child that time.
Whatever.
She might have been
It's
watching
done.
him on the playground, but he wasn't with her yet.
It's done. He's been censored or censured. Get over it. Ouch.
I just was throwing up a topic that we could possibly discuss. I didn't realize you guys were
Talk
all
about,
respecting
We're over
people-
it.
Respecting people's boundaries.
What, Isaac?
Let's talk about the actor for the Flash.
Oh yeah.
Canceled.
He's gone
Oh, Josh was
crazy.
talking about that earlier. Josh, you want to spearhead this one?
He's lost his mind.
Not particularly. I just I've heard a couple of stories that Ezra Miller is off the reservation.
Yeah, he is right now.
Guy's a lunatic, dude.
They just postponed all his stuff right now at Warner Brothers.
Really?
Does that
Yeah.
include the Flashpoint movie?
The thing
Yeah.
is, the Flashpoint movie it's already been filmed. It's in post production. So right now they just had
They're gonna like put
they're gonna
somebody else. They're gonna
CGI his
CGI
face
him
off.
somebody else. Yeah.
They're
Well,
gonna do the
no.
kid from the Flash show.
no, that's the thing that they recently had this past weekend emergency meeting from the big ups up there at Warner Bros. To see what they're gonna do, because it's not the first time he's done this stuff. So now they gotta figure out, because Flashpoint's supposed to be a big movie for them, and so they don't want all this stuff going against the movie. So you never know.
What did he
It's
do?
still-
Let me see if I can find an article here.
Got
They're
like
still
drunk. He's like
Here's
in
one.
Europe.
Yeah.
He was drunk and he like punched some chick or choked some chick, and
Yeah.
He choked a chicken.
he started the people he was staying with, he started like stalking them and was like very aggressive with them too. So they got a restraining order on him, and
He was arrested for disorderly conduct and harassment. Good gravy.
Here we
Warner
go.
Brothers is like,
There's-
we're like,
there's-
we're
yeah,
gonna
there's
go
still
ahead and,
there's still time for them, in case if they want to boot him out, they could still have enough time to do some reshoots, and because it is Flashpoint, so they could always bring something out at the end, like you said. Even though you were joking, Isaac, they could have someone out coming from the Speed Force and have a different Flash. Like they could bring Wally West out from the Speed Force, or even the future grandkid. What's his name? Impulse.
The
They're
DC
not
and
gonna
DC
make any
Comics should stand for dumb celebrities.
they're not gonna make any decisions until after the Discovery, until they sell the company, because they're selling Warner to like Discover Channel or something like that, or to Discovery.
Yeah,
They're gonna take over Warner Media, and they won't make any decisions until after that is done.
The
So
hell is
they're
this?
putting everything on
What is he-
hiatus
What
until
is he
then.
dressing like there? He's trying to look like Jared Leto as the Joker, or what?
I don't know.
He's a psychopath.
Hey, there's the topic you're talking about.
See, still relevant.
Oh my God.
Okay. Enough of that. Wow.
That's wild shit, man.
Yeah, he's out there, and the worst part is well, not the worst part. He just finished Flashpoint. He's in the new Harry Potter movie.
Oh yeah, Harry Potter as well, huh?
It's coming out this week. So they're trying to stay far away from from him. And then like they said,
He just went full Amanda Bynes, huh?
yeah, and they're saying that because he has a lot of projects on it with Warner Brothers.
Maybe Brittany's dad should put him in the conservatorship.
No, he's just letting the alcohol get to him, Basically, he's partying too hard. He can't control it.
He's just
Oh, he
crazy.
needs some help. So
He's this generation's Gary Busey.
Who?
That sounds about right.
That's what he's shaping up to be. Good God.
How about that fuzzy cell?
That was so good.
That shit was wild.
Like
They-
the two of you were
do they
going
say-
at it, and then all of a sudden, like two other people like jumped in there, and I was like, "Oh, here we go."
I was seeing Nando going crazy today. I saw those on those fuzzies too. Like, damn, Nando.
He wanted
Oh,
that
I didn't-
CGC book.
I only watched you getting your Moon Knight, and then after that, I had to go back to work and do stuff, so I didn't get to see the rest of the show. What was all like purchased and everything.
It was
What
wild.
what was the CGC book?
Batman book. I forgot which one was it though.
It was the
It was the
first
year
part
two.
of year one or year
Year
two. It's not the McFarlane one. It's that first one because the first one was it's where he's holding
Is it
the
the
gun
one
up.
with like the gun thing?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that was.
The final book, because Nando was the top buyer throughout the whole stream, and the final two books, he got into a bidding war for one book and got it to like $50 some, and I was like, geez, Louise. And then the final book, he was going crazy. He was just throwing $50 bids left and right that it got up to like $200, and I was like, geez, Louise, these guys are
What was it
doing-"
for?
Fuzzy was just throwing more and more books in,
No,
so it was like becoming like
it
a
was like a
lot.
progressive.
Yeah, because he did that last time, and last when he did that progressive thing, it went all the way to like $375, $400.
I think Nando needed that one because we had the other three pieces. Because the other three pieces are all McFarlane covers. It's just that first one isn't, and we didn't have that first one. We had the other three that were the McFarlane ones. So I think Nando needed that one.
Dave Jones would like to know, what do you all think about the new Transformers?
Like the toy or their movie. Like I'm not up on my Transformers. I'm sorry.
I'm not either. I gotta pass on this. I don't know.
Zay, you're the Transformer guy. Don't let
When
David
the hell
Jones
did I
down.
become- when the heck did I become a Transformers guy?
Because the rest
Yes.
of us aren't.
The,
Oh,
most,
hey.
the most recent Transformers I saw that I thought was dope was like a Transformer G.I. Joe crossover where they took the his tank and it transforms into Megatron. Let me see if I can find it. It's fucking sick.
Dude, did you see the Jurassic
See,
Park
Transformer
Transformers?
guys.
For guys.
That's my case.
Let's see.
No. I haven't seen that one. The last Transformer thing I saw was the one that transforms itself. it's Optimus Prime, and he does his own
Oh.
little like transformation on his own. You don't have to do it.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was pretty cool. And he goes from car or truck to robot back to truck. It's pretty cool.
Hey Liz,
Yeah.
if an artist lives like in Northern California,
hmm
because I'm talking to him right now. Actually, we're messaging each other right now while we're doing this too. You know what? I'll ask you afterwards. instead
Just-
of the
Send me a DM real quick.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
will answer your question. Just do it right now and send me a DM on the side and all that.
Okay.
I'll answer whatever you need to answer.
Or I'll just text you.
Or you could do that.
Okay.
That is
Go
pretty
on
cool.
with the Transformers, please. What'd you
What do
say,
you
Ashley?
guys?
The
Good
Transformers
scale,
are pretty
right?
Cool.
That's
I
just
like it.
pretty sick, huh? And it's got the
Is
original
that
mold.
original GI Joe size?
That's original GI Joe size and the original
3.7?
mold. 3.75. Yeah, look at that shit. That's dope, dude.
And it
Dope.
transforms into Megatron.
Yeah.
Transforms into Megatron. Look, and then
That
the
is kinda
scale
cool.
she can ride in the back of it.
That's kind of neat.
That shit's
Too bad
dope,
they didn't have that when we were kids.
right? Man,
Got
The only
robbed.
GI
That's the
Joe
coolest thing I've
crossover
seen
that I
lately.
remember they did with Transformers is that they do Starscream with Cobra Commander or something, but it was like a San
Yeah.
Diego Comic Con.
That was a
wasn't
Comic Con
it?
exclusive. I had
Yeah.
that.
I remember seeing that. That was the only time I remember seeing a crossover with the two.
It also
I
was
know,
with the
man.
Echo One.
Oh yeah, the Ecto.
You have an
one was-
Echo One, a Mandalorian one.
half man, half DeLorean.
They're actually pretty cool.
You know, I'd like to say that gets old, but it actually doesn't.
It doesn't. I wish it would.
Yeah,
These
my
are cool.
buddy's kid's a big Transformer fan.
Yeah, my brother's next door neighbors, I think, are their kids. Their boys are really. I remember Lucas was probably like 2 or 3 years old, and I had one of the original Dinobots. I had a Grimlock.
And he broke it.
No, he didn't break it. He wanted it in the robot form the whole time. Like I would change it back to the dinosaur because all kids like dinosaurs. No, not Lucas. He wanted to see it in the robot form all the time.
Put it back to the robot, Auntie.
I know he'd get all mad. I'm like, but what? And he'd look and he'd be like, huh? He'd give it back to me and I have to put it back into a robot form. But yeah, there was two, the only one we didn't have. Didn't they do a pterodactyl one?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't have that one. Swoop, is that his name?
I think so.
See, look at me with my very small, limited knowledge. What's the Brontosaurus one? Littlefoot.
It's not Littlefoot. I think his name was. I think it was Slag.
Slag.
It was Ducky. Yep.
Yeah, these are dope.
I gotta find them. They're still rolling around at my dad's house somewhere, I think. They're probably in Lucas's toy box that dad has at the house.
I'm a big fan of the masterpiece ones. I have
that
a
price.
bunch of them. Yeah, I haven't paid that much for any of them, but if
Do the
they keep
Masterpiece
it
ones
around,
transform?
they do, they
Oh,
do,
okay.
and they transform really well. They have great articulate. Even the fingers articulate, and just
I'd be afraid.
they're what you wanted them to be when you saw them when you watched them on TV when you were kids. At least us Xers and maybe some of you guys who saw them later. Or
They're doing like a Last Ronin version for Transformers coming out, right? So there's that, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin series. They're doing one for Transformers called The Last Bot.
huh?
John said if it's budget related, keep him in the loop. The
Nah.
stupid question.
Nah. It's fine.
You guys are gonna have next time you guys have one of your crazy fights where somebody goes to the hospital. There at least needs to be one camera on it.
I picked a
Alright,
fight
well.
with some dude on Whatnot a few months back. He told him to meet me at the Big Bad Wolf Lodge.
You're gonna blow his house down?
Hey, and I just talking about the one. I just got the email of the tracking number for the free comic book the CGC one that I won from that show.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you, Nando, again for telling us about it to go and check it out.
Hey, weren't you supposed to
Did
ask
you-
Sanchez for a comic?
No, because Nate said he could get it for me.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
David Jones has a 541 of the Transformers.
Ooh,
Dang,
damn, that's a good collection right
It's
there.
a big collection.
it's like a museum.
Yes.
It doesn't um doesn't Fuzzy isn't Fuzzy into Transformers too?
His kid is
His kid
my
is right.
buddy. That's my buddy.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Oh, that's because he does
I thought I had
stop
a lot.
motion like movies with them.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's what Fuzzy was saying.
I think I've got 41 of them. So you beat me by 500. And I thought I had a
Two.
lot.
I had 5 of them. I sold 3 of them.
Which ones did you sell?
I only have
I-
one.
I had a Costco exclusive Optimus Prime that they released when the first movie came out. And it would like turn on and it was in this cool blister pack. I'd never seen it and I still didn't see it. And I finally sold that. I had an Ironhide. And then I also had who was the other person I had? Starscream. And then I had all the Comic Con exclusive ones until I got rid of them.
Take up too much space.
Dude, those boxes are so big.
Yeah, that's the big thing for me right now. But I like them. Man, I like them.
I like them, but I'm liking my room more.
No, that's true.
The space is way better.
I can see that. That's one of the biggest reasons why you can kind of transition into comics. I think I might be selling a bunch of my G.I. Joes too.
Oh shit! You're gonna buy your house soon.
Yeah, I mean that kind of we're having trouble with that right now too. The amount of red tape and shenanigans for the probate deal is not fun, to say the least. All right, what else have we got going on? We still got an hour of show.
Well, I mean, what about has everybody watched Moon Knight? The new episode?
Oh man, don't even get me started on Moon Knight and how good it is. It's so good.
You're so convincing.
Yeah,
It is good.
I'm gonna get
No,
right.
I know, but like
right
the way
on to
he's
watch
so
that
good.
review.
I
But
don't think it's
real
bad.
good.
It's probably been the least interesting of the Marvel shows, in my opinion.
What?
What? You're
You're
crazy.
crazy. You're crazy.
You need mental help.
It's gonna get kicked out of his own show.
You're crazy.
I don't know
Sign
Moon
out.
Knight. I don't know
Dude,
Moon
out
Knight.
right
It doesn't
now.
matter if you don't know.
I don't
Moon
have
Knight.
any previous history for it. Some guy fighting with himself. I don't know. I'm not feeling it yet.
Oh, Sanchez.
I'm not saying I didn't
Morbius.
say it was bad. I said it's my least favorite out of the ones that I've seen so far.
yeah, but Sanchez also likes Youngblood, so there's that.
Whoa. Hey, put some
Yeah, all his
respect on
characters have
Youngblood, all
bowl
right?
cuts.
Put some
too,
respect
right?
on my name.
All right.
We're going back to the Youngbloods again. We did this last week, or was it
Hey,
Wildcat?
the only one that goes back to
Hey,
Youngblood, freaking
hey,
Sanchez.
hey.
Get
Take
outta here
that
with
name out of your mouth.
Keep Youngblood's name out your mother mouth.
Meanwhile, Sanchez's mouth is full of profit.
Oh.
Hey, can someone
Wow.
screenshot that? Can someone screenshot that right there, please? And let's keep it as a meme.
Good grief. Wrong
Well,
with
hey,
you.
Hey, but that was a good one, though. That was a good one.
David Jones, you make dioramas with your Transformers. Put your Instagram handle on there.
Yeah.
No.
Put
Yeah,
it on
listen,
there so we could check it out.
Yeah, I've got what was it, a Teletran 1 set up to have my masterpiece in front of, my masterpiece collection in front of. I think I took it all down to move, but they have a really cool like cardboard diorama for Teletran 1 and for that purple Decepticon base as well.
Yeah, Josh was getting in some of those diorama things for the IKEA D-Lofts or D-Loft, whatever the hell the name of it is.
The Detolf. One of my
Yeah.
Detolfs, the shelf like exploded. I don't know. I just went in there. I had Star Wars helmets.
it's,
and-
yeah, the particular IKEA like shelf.
Remember when we
Glass-
talked
the
about
glass
the dude
tower.
when he was pissed that they're not for toys? They're not for toys.
kind of designed it, like said, this isn't for toys. But meanwhile, like the picture
I
that
saw
he
the other-
shows
yeah, I saw
has
the
like
other
these
thing.
big marble like statues, these huge glass,
Mm.
like thick vases on them that weigh
Yeah, I don't
more
know,
than
man. If you got
toys.
statues in those detolf, dude, I wouldn't have them in there. I
Go on,
legit
try-
had like,
Gonna
it
try
was
to make
like, what? Just janky plastic Star Wars helmets, not even the high end ones, but one of the shelves exploded and there's just glass in the bottom and a helmet sitting on top of another helmet, like it fell straight down onto it. And it wasn't even while I was in there or anything. It was when some ghost was having fun playing with Star Wars and shit in my garage and shattered shelves. So if you got some shit on your detolf, man, don't fucking do it.
I have.
Well, I mean, yeah,
We have
it
Legos
does.
on
It does have like a weight, distribution on that. Like you can't really put super heavy. Well, not that your stuff was heavy, but like statues. I see people like put heavy ass statues on those things, and
Yeah, that's my
That's
advice.
sca- that's
Don't do
scary.
it.
that's scary. I mean, if you put like one of those like the statues that
It was one of those
diorama-
plastic.
Yeah.
It's a plastic Boba Fett helmet, like the one that they had in Target like 10 years ago or whatever. It couldn't even weigh a pound.
My son has his Bowser castle on there.
Yeah, the Lego stuff looks good on those glass cases.
But I would say those are heavier than that damn Star Wars helmet.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know why.
It was one of the
Oh, no.
kids that broke it, and they acted like they didn't know.
I can't
Left
see
like they just left like a printout about like that particular kind of like brand of shelf. They're like, oh look, see, it's defective.
That's true. The big kids know. The little ones, I kind of have all my shit put away. So they haven't had to feel the fear yet like the big ones did.
Nah.
They didn't get the shakedown.
But yeah, so but really quick, yeah, if you haven't seen Moon Knight, watch Moon Knight, please, because it is very, very good. And the second episode was way better than the first one. It just stayed, yeah, it was good. You guys got to watch it. And
So
you don't
the
need
second one was way
Right.
better than the first one. The first one wasn't very good then, right?
it was good. It was good, but the second was there was more action, stuff like that. So that's what I liked more. But you don't have to know Moon Knight for this show to understand it at all.
Yay, Moon Knight.
Seems to be the theme that we're doing. Like, is he really a superhero or is it all in his mind?
Mm-hmm.
Is he just making it all up? Does he have a split personality? I don't know.
Have anybody of you watched the new Halo show?
No.
No.
I never played the game, so I think I'd be a little lost as to
I'm a PlayStation guy. Fuck Halo.
what the hell was going on.
Jesus. I'm a PlayStation guy. Fuck Halo.
I'm a PlayStation guy, but I also had Xbox. So I mean, Halo's
I have
good.
Xbox to have two of them. They're broken.
Gears of War was good too. So, but I heard some good reviews for the show, but I haven't had time to watch it.
Where's it at?
Paramount Plus.
Yeah, Paramount Plus.
Man, I've subscribed to that channel twice. I think I got it when they had the Twilight Zone episodes on there. I think they just went away. Then I watched it again to binge watch The Stand. And then I turned it off again.
I love that. It has a lot of good shows on Paramount Plus.
They were all TV shows, right? So it's like
No, they have
charge you for
their
them.
own. They have their own shows though too.
Yeah, they're another streaming service that does original content, but
Yeah.
anything that's a Paramount thing. So they got the Star Trek, all Star Trek stuff's on there.
Yeah,
Mayor
the woke trek.
Mayor of Kingstown is on that show. It's like a new series from Hawkeye's on it. That's a
Jeremy-
really good show.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, that's really, really good show. I recommend watching that. They had 1883. If you like
Oh,
what's that?
Westerns.
Yeah. If you like Yellowstone, the series that's happening right now, that's a prequel to Yellowstone, and that was great. So yeah, they have their own actual series on there. Well, Picard.
They need
Picard.
Galaxy Quest.
Right.
right. Galaxy Quest, the 7th best Star Trek movie, according to Star Trek fans. It was like a write-in. There were 12 legit Star Trek movies that were out when they did that at the convention, when they did that poll. Galaxy Quest was a write-in, and it still ranked number 7 as out of the 12. You know, I got to look at that ranking and see what's down at the bottom. I'm sure Motion Picture was on there. It's just,
That's a miserable freaking movie. God.
Wrath of Khan was good.
I'd watch another Hodorowski film before I watch Star Trek.
wow.
That's a shit movie. That movie was so bad. It was so bad that there's like this dumb scene where they're flying through this cloud, and I like after like 30 seconds into it, I'm like, oh, I gotta take a shit. So I went and I took a shit, and I came back and they're still fucking flying through that cloud. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, you start talking about Star Trek.
Oh.
Is that like was that their ode to Hodorowski's car ride?
No, that was
yeah, man.
No, Solaris, right?
Solaris, yeah. It's a miserable film. Don't watch it.
And then while they're flying through the cloud, it's like
Yeah, they're just there's like it alternates between scenes of the cloud and the crew like standing and watching.
You know, I think
Like,
that first motion picture had too much influence from Kubrick's 2001.
I mean, I'm watching them watch the cloud.
It's bad.
You know, 2001, they didn't mean for it to be the year 2001. That's how many times you have to keep yourself from falling asleep while you watch the fucking movie.
1, 2, 3.
1999, 2000. Even the robot when he talked to you, he's like, Dave, don't fall asleep, Dave.
No, if we talk too much crap, Lego's gonna make us watch it. So
Right.
don't do that.
He's making a list right now.
But you know what? Like, if it's not for Lego, we don't know about those movies, and those movies are talked about amongst. We did get
They're
educated by
talked
those
about
movies.
amongst crowds that we're not part of. So-
Previously.
So are you talking about like the
Previously.
weirdos or
Just saying.
Like, if you go back through, Steve, and you watch the shows that Lego hosts, some of those movies he fucking turned us on to are just super special. They're very artistic or
You imagine that
autistic.
the people that autistic. You imagine that the people that watch them wear like berets and have cigarettes at the end of long stems.
They snap.
Snapping fingers.
Now, what's the count? The count of little boys.
Oh, geez. Well, you
It's
said
just-
that in the last one it was 53 seconds. You send a text, you're all like pissed off. You're like, damn it, 53 seconds.
It's like they showed like the credit, like the title, and then there it was. And you're just like, all right.
Like, all right, I get an hour and a half to go.
Okay.
Naked kids.
Oh my god. Rough. I miss Lego though. It's good to see he's going back to the cave. That's good. I miss him here though.
Yeah.
He's come to the store last couple of weeks. Brought Asher with him. That's
It's
fun,
probably his out.
seeing Asher. He's getting so big.
All right, what else is going on? Let's
Yeah, it
see.
was good. It was good to see him at WonderCon. It was a good time seeing him there that day.
That was fun. Asher had a good time too. It was fun
Yeah.
seeing Floor have a good time on Friday and then Asher on Saturday.
Yeah, we had a kid with us each day, huh?
Well, you know, we also had Jose, so
True.
And he gets lost.
I know.
Like a
We'd be
child.
going down the aisle, be like, "Where's Jose?" And Isaac would be, "See, I told you." That's what he
You
does.
need like one of those. You need like one of those strings attached to him so you won't leave. Like because he just wanders around.
I put one of those teddy bear backpacks on him with the.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know how to wander
Leash.
around correctly because he misses the good stuff.
I don't remember
He
seeing.
doesn't
that.
miss the
Where'd
good stuff. He'll
that
just
food
go
come
cut you
from?
in line. He'll wander around when he wants, and then he'll find the line.
No. So he's lucky he had Liz to help him out because everybody else like, oh, that's just Jose. And whatever. And Liz like, oh, I maybe I should just help get this for him and yada yada. So Liz took care of Jose. If not, he would have missed a lot of good stuff.
That's Liz, though. She's the protector of the hopeless.
He got a.
Where the fuck is this guy at?
That seemed to be like the question. Like I should have got. I would have been loaded within the first 10 seconds of being at that convention. If I took a shot every time I had to say, "Where'd Jose go?"
Damn, we should have had a bottle with us.
I'd be like staggering up and down the aisles.
Josh, you need to come pick up Liz. She's getting thrown out.
What happened? Where's Jose?
So, hey, Ontario's coming around again. Are you guys going to do it?
No, I'm not doing it.
I'm going, but I'm not doing a table on Ontario.
When
But-
is it?
but-
Is it September?
Fuzzy is. No, it's in May.
Oh, May.
Shit, I think it's in May.
Oh, that's right. It's the last weekend of May.
I think so.
No.
Is it May? I think it's May 14th. Yeah, May 14th.
Have they come to you, or have they said that? Hey, open your table back up, or they do any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah,
or-
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
Yeah,
gonna have our own
even-
signing on May 14th.
yeah. May 14th to 15th. It's gonna be Ontario Comic Con Revolution. I mean,
So in
dude,
other words,
is
he's
there
going to
5
that.
years?
Sanchez is going there, and he's not gonna come say hi to Lego. What a slug!
No, I'm not even gonna go. I'm gonna go there Sunday because I have the. I totally forgot that I bought tickets for the Crew World concert that's gonna happen at the Rose Bowl, like an all-day concert.
Who?
So it's called the Crew World concert. It's gonna be a lot of different bands. Like old school.
Wasn't that the movie with Brad Pitt and the cartoon chick?
Oh, that was a good.
No,
Here,
That was a good movie.
that's what is it called? The Wally World or Holly World or whatever the hell's
no, it's called Cool World.
was it?
Yeah. And Kim Basinger was that hot cartoon.
You don't remember that?
Ah, so good.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of old school bands, like Second at First, Violent Femmes, Echo and the Bunnymen,
Oh,
Morris.
really?
Morrissey,
The
Baja.
Violent Femmes, aren't they all like in their 60s now?
Yeah, they are, but they still sound good.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah, because they
them.
look good.
I saw them New Year's Eve, 2007, 9.
I'd like to see Echo and the Bunnymen, though.
I've seen Echo and the Bunny before. I've seen them twice actually. They're really good. The Church is gonna be there. That's gonna be a lot of bands. It's like a whole
Blondie? Any Blondie?
Yeah, Blondie's gonna be there.
I saw
Devo's gonna be
Blondie
there.
too. Devo?
Devo's gonna be there. English Beat.
I've seen the English Beats twice.
Yeah, they're good.
Dude, I hung out with Dave Wakely at Chuck E. Cheese back in the day.
Yeah, well, I hung out with Fuzzy and the Fat Man.
Me too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be that
Like,
Saturday. That's why I didn't get a table because I'm gonna be there at that concert all day. And most likely be dead by the end of the night.
On
That's a
Sunday?
good show with so many people. What are they doing? Like two songs each or something?
No, it's just it's a regular festival. You'll have each one will have like There'll be
Oh,
2 or
okay.
3 different
Okay.
stages.
Yeah, it's
And-
like a warp tour setup, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
and then of course Morrissey's headlining the whole event. So
Is he going to though, or is he going to drop out with some gay excuse in the last
please
minute?
don't jinx me. Please
Morrissey's a bitch, dude. Fuck that
don't
guy.
jinx me, please.
Keep it going, Nate. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Because fuck it, he does that all the time. Well, he's never done
Keep
that
it going.
on
Why
any
do
show that
people
I've got
pay
from
money to go
Morrissey.
see this guy who fucking constantly does that to them?
He's never done that to me, but he's done it to a lot of my other friends that I feel bad
What's your
for.
He'll come up with some ridiculous demand like everybody has to get their nose pierced the day before the show. I'm not going to play. And then people will be like, fuck that. He'll be like, well, fuck you then.
Everybody better be in a mask or I'm not going on, damn it.
See, that's
I can see Josh buying a ticket to the show just to fucking make him not go on.
that's the now that COVID is no longer here anymore. So the concerts are already starting to come back in town. So that's I have back-to-back festivals. So that's my first one. And then the following week is called Just Like Heaven. And on that one,
The Cure.
It has, I wish it should, you would think it was The Cure, right? But it's Interpol, Modest Mouth, Block Party, Franz Ferdinand, The Hives.
Where's this
Copy.
one?
This is a
These are
safety in
when they got,
Pasadena.
like, that's where they started World War II.
It's Peaches, the Ravenettes, Santi Gold,
Raisinets?
Chromeo. Yeah.
Like
Chromeo's gonna be there too. Like that will this lineup is killer. So
Yeah, it's a good lineup, man. I like that. I'd like to go see that.
it's gonna be Saturday, May 21st.
John wants to see Judas Priest with Cannibal Corpse.
with a dash of Megadeth.
The dash of Megadeth and their instrumental playing for fucking 40 minutes and one lyric here and there.
Dave Mustaine, he does not look good anymore. I was just watching them. I put it on for Ellie because when Jules was little, I would put on the Symphony of Destruction and it would make her fall asleep strangely. And I tried to do the same thing with Ellie. And I put up a live version on YouTube just yesterday, and she's dancing in my lap. And then it shows Dave Mustaine, only he looks like a fat blob ate Dave Mustaine. What do you mean I'm that kind? Like, oh shit, you look bad, dude. Just not your kind. I'm like, oh man. There's no way. Oh man. It was rough. And then all the guys, they weren't the original members. So he was like on stage, he's all old and decrepit. And then there's like young guys playing. And I'm like, oh fuck. They gotta carry him. His guitar's not even plugged in. He just looks like he's playing. Somebody's in the back. He's got a screen telling him the lyrics and shit.
What is he, Joe Biden?
Is that like he's Biden?
Yeah.
Oh, Josh.
Who is that handsome man surfing?
Good looking devil on that board.
What is that?
It's Isaac.
He's doing a
Look at
sexy
Fenton.
pose.
It was at the Funko booth. It was set up for like beach theme, so they had like a surfboard with a wave, but then they had like the creature from the Black Lagoon, like life size pop.
Yeah, so there's a lot of good concerts coming up now that COVID no longer exists.
Yeah, I've seen some shit. They're trying to go do some draconian measures again, dude. Don't exhale yet.
You're just being given yard time in the prison, boys. Get ready to go back in the cells.
Yep. They're like, hey, they're not freaked out. They're not freaked out enough by this war. We're gonna have to go back to an old thing to get them back under control again.
Look, there's an election coming up. We're gonna need to lock down again. That's what they did last time. Just saying.
Calls them's house I sees them.
Send me your list, Isaac, for what you need tomorrow.
I'll be there in the morning.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna come
told
out
me to
make
come
bags
in.
and boards again and pull?
Hey, you told me to come in early, so I'll come in early and I'll bag and board.
Cool. You can
That's
see all
very
the crappy
smart.
books that Marvel will probably like
Oh my
destroy.
goodness. I was telling Jose all about that and he was like, get the fuck out.
It's so bad.
Please
So how
tell
many
us.
books did you guys
This
end
is a
up
good
getting
show.
rid
That's
of?
a good topic. Marvel. As we
You wanna
segue
watch
into a new
Liz go on,
comic,
like a rant.
let's do it. Here's a topic. I can make
Wind
a
her
seg-
up. Wind her up.
Wind her up.
Wind her up.
Let me go.
This is
Rock
what,
and Sock
week
and
3 now?
Robots.
Is this week 3?
This would be week 3 if they
Yeah, so
F
week
it up.
1. How
This
many
would be
books
week
was
3.
week
First
1?
week was no wait. No, this will be week 4.
Oh,
Week
fuck.
4. Yeah, week 4.
Yeah, because so the first week it was the crappy paper. It was a newsprint paper on like 2 or 3 of the titles. Week 2 they did the same thing, but then they got the backlash for the crappy paper from week 1, and the first excuse was, oh, there's a printing paper shortage, and we can't. We're cutting back and making sure that we. I say no to that because that same week they also released like 3 titles that had 5 different variant covers, and there was like 6 titles that had second printings, so they can screw off with that excuse, and everybody else did the same thing too. So then they got all that backlash from the first week. The second week, because all of those ones had already been printed, they had released, I think that was the Miles Morales week, and there was something else too. There was like another 3 or 4 that had that shitty newsprint paper. And if you read it, it like bled onto your fingers if you held it too long. You couldn't like read it. It was really bad. And then, so they're like, okay, well, everybody's getting pissed about this. So I know we'll just go ahead and glossy stock it and everybody will be happy because it'll be bright and shiny. Dumbasses, you don't glossy stock thin paper because it fucks everything up. And that's what happened. They glossy stock Spider-Punk comes out, right? It's supposed to be the big hot title. Second, they used, because they glossy stocked it on thin paper, the headshot variants, when they went through the roller, the paper folded over onto itself, it inked, and then the paper relaxed afterwards, and then it looked like the San Andreas Fault had gone through all of them. I think Isaac was the only one that got a good one.
Do you have a
That whole
example?
box over there is
Ooh,
shit.
let's find one.
Bring it.
Then we
Josh,
looked
get up and
at-
get that box.
And then it's let's see. And then X-Men Red #1.
Red,
We ordered
yeah.
at least 100 copies. Every single one of them was garbage. I thought I was able to save like 12. No, as I was going through the live sale, I looked at them. I'm like, no, we saved like 2. There were 2 that were legit out of over 100. All the variants, all of them were bad. Because now they're saying, oh, well, we have a different printer. So it's a new printer that's doing this to us. And we got to get used to the fuck that. Because you know what? They put that stupid glossy stock on that stupid paper. And that is not supposed to hold it. It doesn't hold it. It doesn't work. You have to use thick paper with glossy stock. You have to have card stock for glossy stock. And those bastards, you would think that they would know all of that stuff because it's been so long since they've been printing comics that they would learn these things. Do they? No. And then they're like, oh, cost cutting measures and da 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 da. And you know what? Image can put out a $2.99 comic, cardstock on the outside, glossy pages on the inside, good story, good art for $2.99 and still make a profit. And they do that with both Spawn and Saga.
And
Both
all their Spawn titles now, I think.
All the
right?
Spawn titles,
Or-
except if it's an anniversary issue or issue #1, then they usually are $4.99 or $5.99, but they're also double or triple the size. They're like 80-page giant type situations.
Yeah, and they don't have like multiple ads in
Yeah.
the middle of them.
And so they can just, they can screw right off on all of that stuff. So they're being dumb. And yeah, they're just, it was cheaper for them. This is the other thing too. It's cheaper for them to print crappy comic books and crappy stuff, send it out and not redo the print run, It's cheaper for them to do that than accept all the returns. And then what they're going to do is they're going to take Spider-Punk and they're going to print a second printing, and they're going to do it right. And everybody's going to buy it because they had to have it. They have to have it. And hardly any of these first printings are going to be worth anything because you can't get them graded. So we're going to see all of these ones that they screwed up.
Or
the
if
print
you
on.
do get one that isn't jacked up, it'll be worth a lot.
Yeah, well,
I doubt it though with that the quality
you
of
can't
paper.
press it. You can't do any pressing with it. You can't really see it all that
So
well.
what kind of recourse do you have? Can you send them back?
So yeah, they're damaged. So they get sent back. We
Hold on, let me-
file it. And
Look at that
so
big crease on it, like right down the middle.
we
that
file
along the
that
side.
they're all damaged, and then or we don't, and then we have to strip the covers and send them back.
That's a waste of paper.
Yeah, that is a waste of paper.
Yeah. So, like
What
I
if
said,
you don't
I
strip
would
the
have
covers
been,
and send them back? What if you just send them back?
oh, you have to, because it costs more because of the weight to send it back than just to strip the covers. Because they don't want it back either, because they're not going to do anything with it. What are they going to do with it? They're not going to do
Recycle
it.
the paper.
So they just want you to strip the covers, and then you send the covers back so that it's proof that you can't sell the comic, even though they're all fucked up. Yeah, so it's pretty bad. Like I'm getting to the point where if it's not on your pull, I'm not going to order the copies type situation. We've discussed that, just counting up and being like, we're going to order like 3 above whatever's on the pull, because we don't, I know we're a small company, but still, I would have had more respect for Diamond, or even, well, not so much Penguin, because Penguin doesn't know what they're doing yet still. But like, if Diamond received those comics and looked at how crappy that they were, if Diamond would have said, I'm not sending these to my customers, you can pound sand, and they could, I would have had more respect for Diamond that way if they did that, but they didn't. They're just like, well, push it on through. Then you can come back and say, here are the damages, here are the damage reports, here's your credits, all that stuff. Because we might not even get any. That's the other thing. That's the other toss up with Marvel right now, is their printing runs are very, they don't do a lot of overage for printing, that we may not get them back. We'll put them in there and they'll fulfill whatever they can, but we may not get them. Especially, we had that 1 of 100 Peach Momoko Virgin variant with Storm on it. It's a beautiful cover.
Oh, that's a beautiful
We
cover.
may not get that because they may not have printed enough, or if they were all damaged, they're not going to reprint it. They'll just credit us back. So that's kind of like where we're at right now with that, but it's horrible. And to say that, like I said, if Image can put out 2 titles for $2.99 with better quality of paper and better production quality, Marvel's just, they're dumb. There's some bean counter at the top saying, oh, we got to cut costs somewhere. I don't know, let's use this paper. Okay, we're getting a lot of flack for this. That wasn't such a good idea. I know, we'll just make it shiny. You still don't know what you're doing. The printer should be like, hey, this isn't going to work. The printer should go back to them and be like, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to happen, because this is what's going to happen when it goes through. And they're just like, fuck it, just send it through anyway. And that's what they did. And this is what we got. And we'll see what this week's is. But hopefully they're going to get enough flack for it that they'll go at least back to the paper that they had, at least what they were. Even that was a real paper, but.
And what's DC's books looking like?
No, DC's books are fantastic.
They're
We
pristine.
never, this last week was probably the worst. This week was probably the worst week that we had with regards to damage. And we had 3 books that were damaged. 3 books out of 100, 200, 300 books, 3 were damaged. And they were the oversized Wonder Woman Historia. They just weren't in the couple of them on the bottom slid in the box a little bit. And then one of the corners just got just a little bit of a rub. But otherwise, we've never had any problems with Lunar. When we get our product, we've never had any problems with DC books. Cardstock, covers on their B covers, virgin covers, fantastic art, glossy pages on the inside. The production on those they're fantastic. Of course, they also are $4.99 usually minimum. They're $4.99 and $5.99. It's like $4.99 for the A covers and $5.99 for the B covers because they use the cardstock cover. But they're also a thicker
Well,
book.
worth it.
They're also a thicker book, and I don't think they have as many ads in it that Marvel does either. I think Marvel has a lot of ads.
Too.
DC
Yeah, they
does.
have ads now, but not as
They have a
much as
lot of
Marvel.
ads,
Though. Marvel has a lot.
The worst is when DC does the comic within the comic
Oh yeah.
for like a Snickers ad. Oh man, that was so
Oh.
annoying. Fuck.
Yeah. But I don't know. So far, as far as production quality for books, Behemoth is doing a good job. Their paper and their quality that they're doing, and they're kind of like they're not generally the same size comic, which is also kind of cool. They're a little off, but it looks still kind of like it goes with
I
the.
like how Lego described Behemoth. It's like a punk rock zine.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's like what you like if somebody was like all about punk rock and fuck capitalist and all that shit. It's like let's hand them these zines.
Yeah.
Not the average comic size. It
They're
takes
a little
you
bit
away from
shorter,
the crowd.
and just
Yeah.
a tad bit wider, but they still fit in a regular size bag
Yeah.
of wood. They don't fit
That's
in.
what's
They
cool
don't have
about
to
it.
go into a magazine.
It's not like the Ronins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
But IDW's still doing. I mean, I'm talking about like production quality, not necessarily content, but production quality. They're doing. IDW's doing a good job still. Boom is doing a good job. Aftershock, their quality of paper and they don't staple everything. They also do perfect binding on a lot of their stuff over a certain page count, which is smart. So anyway.
At Marvel, what's with the absolute trash quality of paper used in this week's comics? The covers feel like they're printed on newsprint and yet you charge the same price. Hashtag disappointed. What the heck is going on with Marvel Comics this week? Paper quality is awful, extremely flimsy. Hashtag comic book, hashtag Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
DC's are sturdier stock as well. Got Comics Inc. Yeah, there's lots of outrage.
There you go. It was the Spider-Man book that was on that quality.
Oh yeah.
Savage Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Savage Spider-Man was the first week.
That's what started it. Yeah.
That was that first week. It was Savage
And
Spider-Man.
then
with
you
that
have
beautiful
Aftershock
paper.
with that beautiful book that's all nice and perfect bound.
Yeah, Behemoth was like that too. I mean, the Stargirl.
Do you have any more of those Stargirls?
I think we do.
You need to pick one up.
Which comic is that?
Stargirl, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's
Liz,
it,
if I can get those two behemoths from last week, please.
It was just what was Heavy Metal and Stargirl, I think, were the two.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
the books.
Let me get one of each. Steve, you should check it out. The fucking artwork and color work is fucking beautiful.
For which book?
Stargirl.
Stargirl and Heavy Metal.
Because I'm a motherfucking Stargirl.
So Liz, can you hold one for me? Stargirl, please, if you have any left.
Sure. I think we do. I can't see the wall from here. I think Stargirl's on like the level that the boxes are right now.
And truth be told, the only reason why we didn't pick it as pick of the week is because compared to everything else, the story kind of like, I don't know, it felt like a story we've seen before. But that fucking artwork was so amazing. It made it feel like something new, which is pretty good. I think that's really hard to do in comics sometimes, where it's like you'll get called out if you repeat the same story arc. So, like,
And what was
time.
the last week's pick of the week?
Little
Little
monsters.
Little Monsters. And Little Monsters, dude, the way that Dustin Nguyen just made that really like honestly ballsy fucking decision to go black and white when he's like the watercolors guy. And we came to find out at WonderCon that he actually did a lot of it on what he said, like it was digital.
Yeah.
I heard that Deadpool though was like a close second for you guys.
Yeah, Lego really liked the Deadpool.
Yeah,
That's what I
second to last.
Surprised.
Jose,
Yeah,
loved
you're right.
He wasn't joking around,
Jose
right? He actually liked it, right?
it. He was so excited about it.
But did he actually like it, or was he just joking around?
No, he actually liked it.
It wasn't a bad story. I have the hardcover.
Yeah, it's the reverse. It's the reverse trade paperback way. Well, they're never going to reprint this again. So how am I going to make some money off it? Oh, I know. Let me break it down into 4 issues and release it that way.
So this has already been printed?
Yeah, it was a hardcover.
Yes.
It was an
Hardcover.
original graphic novel hardcover that
I
was
didn't know
done.
that.
Yeah, and now they are breaking it down into, I think it's a 4-part series,
Yeah, it
3 or
is.
4-part series.
Whack.
Yeah, he's got to get that story out there, right?
Hey, and it's a good story, dude. It's not bad. Not a bad story.
Whack.
How about him getting Brigade out?
I missed. I should have gone to his table. I missed getting that WonderCon exclusive Prophet and Brigade.
You were at his table, but he wasn't there.
I screwed up. I mean, I saw him. I took a picture with him next to at the booth, but
That's not the new Brigade, is it? That's not the.
yeah, it is.
Wait a minute. So he had the new Brigade
That's what he said. It was supposed to be the new
exclusives at
That's what he said.
WonderCon?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Damn, we fucked
Huh.
up, Liz.
Did he fulfill all of the Kickstarter orders prior to selling out
Nah,
WonderCon?
he'd rather sell them at WonderCon, get the cash now.
Oh, I see. He's gonna double dip on that one.
Yeah.
Huh?
Why not?
Interesting. That's okay, you know. He's got
If
a
it
card
works, it
payment.
works.
That freaking guy. I was telling
Yeah,
people when I saw the prices that he was charging for his crap over at that other comic store, I was like, oh, I would totally pay for the inscription price, but he has to sign "I can't draw feet" Rob Liefeld. I would totally pay. I'd pay the full bore for that one. And if I could get to confess.
That signing got canceled.
Yeah, I know it got canceled because everybody's outraged that this motherfucker that can't draw feet is charging prices like that. Draw me a foot, bitch.
Calm down. Jeez, where did you drink?
Yeah,
before we got-
bitch. Tell me a fucking
Man,
foot.
he's been asleep all night. All of a sudden, he got all woken up. Can you put some
Rob
respect on
Liefeld, man.
Liefeld's name, please.
That guy's a turd.
I
God.
love it. Keep it going, Josh. Keep it going. Give him the punches, the 1-2. I need some fucking feet, bro. I want to see some stinky toes.
I think he's a person.
Yeah,
I've had some good
his
encounters
line
with him,
was
and
huge
I've
as
had
hell.
some bad ones too. But there was this George Perez moment of silence for him. But he had done this George Perez style poster of all the Extreme Universe and it was pretty cool. And Liefeld years ago said that in one of the Liefeld groups that he found a bunch of them in his garage and he was selling them. And I was stoked, and I got one and paid for it and everything. And then I had to go onto PayPal and cancel it. Like I think on the last day that, because if I waited any longer, I would lose my ability to get a refund on it. So on the last absolute day that I canceled it, and then the group that I ordered that from folded and a new group started. So all the signs of that group disappeared. Sadly, that's the worst experience I've had. And I've heard people talk about the Captain America chest and the feet drawing and whatnot, but I've also seen him draw feet. I've heard him lash out douchily to people, and I've also heard him be very articulate and win arguments. So, I give him the benefit of the doubt of being a person that we have good times and bad times, all of us.
I mean, if you're gonna critique people that don't know how to draw feet, I mean, come on. There's a lot of other artists like Mike Mignola could barely. Have you seen his artwork? His artwork is not that amazing. Okay, and if you see his, I think it was like they were talking all this back. He had either an Avengers cover or an X-Men cover that he did recently, and it looked horrible. And if
It
you
just
see
had his style.
Yeah, it had his style that it just didn't go with that main book. And I mean, he's great for Hellboy, for monsters and stuff like that. But when it comes to regular art, he's not that good.
You keep his name out your motherfucking mouth.
Oh, let's
I'm
see.
just telling you.
This has got lots of comments coming down here.
I mean,
Who's charging for everything? Not gonna lie, a lot of artists from that era can't draw feet, says John. Steiner.
Which John? What's John said?
Steiner.
I don't know about that. There's a lot of good artists. Dan Pinocha came from that time. Todd Knock. I mean, there's a shitload of great artists out there that came through actually Extreme.
Didn't Dustin come from Extreme too?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob Liefeld gave a lot of great people their first shot.
He
was really good to those people
great artists
that were working for him in that
Danny
time.
Mickey,
Norm
Ratman.
Shit, Carl was in the Extreme bullpen for a minute.
Yeah, Carl. Don't forget Marat Michaels.
Yep, Marat.
Chap. And he's doing movies now.
He's doing boobies now.
Dan
Fraga. Fuck, he's amazing.
Dave Matsui.
Oh, that's another his Wolverine stuff. Jeff Wolverine's issues were amazing.
Andy Park.
That's one of the biggest ones.
The artist that I got for that Wolverine.
Yeah, Andy Park is fucking huge.
He's fucking Marvel's go-to guy for all their Marvel U posters and shit.
Yeah,
and he's their storyboard guy.
Yeah, he's the main storyboard guy. So I mean, from that era, I mean, you can say a lot of things about Rob, but he helped out a lot of people come out through that era of comics. A lot of good artists that came out through Extreme.
I'm not downing his enthusiasm for the medium, or that he can spot talent. I'm
poach talent.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be
He's
honest.
not a good businessman.
The guy has some artistic talent and a lot of grift, and just the way the overinflated sense of his own worth is really what I think bothers me. It's one thing if you say like, oh, if he was kind of like humble about it, but nah, that ain't him. I remember when we did the Deadpool screenings with all the comic fans there, and that guy just like telling stories about how amazing he is. It's like, I was trying to figure out a way to get an image of that nasty Captain America image up behind him while he's telling stories about how great he is.
Did you talk about Easy E?
I don't remember that.
I don't know. Like I said, he has a definite passion for the comic book industry, but it's a lot of it has to do within like his sphere of influence. I don't know that he knows or that he thinks he knows as much about, you know, the industry kind of now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Forgot Dan Panosian, Danny Mickey, Art the Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I remember all those guys coming in to Mile High because we were just down the street from Extreme Studios. They would come down for New Comic Book Day and pick up this stuff and they'd bring in original art pieces and all that stuff. I remember.
I will say that Extreme Studios did remind me when Harold and Kumar came out, when they were getting picked on by those guys in the big monster truck. They were Extreme Cheddar. Exactly.
The dude's walking around the supermarket. He's all, dude, is that T-Rex? Oh, that's the movie I should have picked in honor of 420. Fuck.
I know my movie's coming up, man, and everybody's gonna love it.
Oh Jesus! I can already see it's gonna.
It's a good one. I'll even spoil it right now. You guys
Spoil
ready?
Spoil it.
Falling Down. Falling Down is
That's
coming.
my autobiography, man.
I've never seen it.
I don't even know what movie you're
Actually,
talking
I've
about.
never seen it either.
Michael
Oh,
Douglas.
I've never
Michael
seen
what you're
Douglas
talking
having a bad day and just kills them, starts shooting people.
So I don't have to see it because I live it.
Where's the
Falling Down
glasses?
is so good, so good. So
I don't even know which movie. I don't even know who's in it or anything like that.
Michael Douglas.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
That
He's,
would be
he's
dropped.
sitting in his car. It's like 110 degrees.
he had a
He's caught in
bad day,
traffic
right?
jam. He just gets out of his car and starts walking home. And
But what,
along
it
the way
started
home,
not being
he has
able
an
to get his
adventure.
breakfast sandwich and
No,
stuff.
that's in the middle of the movie.
Oh, it is.
He goes to McDonald's and he wants a breakfast sandwich and it's 10:32 and they refuse to serve it to him. Big mistake.
That's Josh. That's Josh right there. I've
Big
lived that.
He goes to a Vato neighborhood and he's sitting down enjoying a soda that he got and the Vatos are like, the sign says no trespassing. And yeah, it's good times. Oh, good times. Throttled. They go try to drive by on him later. Oh,
Yeah.
so good, so good. It's
I've
gonna be a
never
good
seen
one.
that before. I gotta watch it then if it's Josh's autobiography.
Falling Down.
It's good.
It's gonna be
How,
one of those ones.
what year did that movie come out?
In the 80s sometime.
80s. Okay.
Let's see.
What comes out?
Falling Down movie.
Falling Down is a 1993 movie.
93.
directed by
Wow,
George
93?
Lucas, starring Michael Douglas, Rachel Ticotin, and Barbara Hershey.
93, huh?
Came out the year we graduated.
Fuck, I was in the 3rd grade when this movie came out.
I was a freshman.
Shut up, Isaac.
Yeah, I was a freshman.
You were a freshman, so you're the same age as John, because John came in my freshman year. It was my senior year. It was John's freshman year.
Fun times. Such a good movie. Oh, I want to watch it again. I'm gonna watch it right now. Then I'll watch it again before it comes out, just so I can be extra. Something for everybody. All right. Let's see. Never argued that. Just said they all show feet basic and pointy. LOL. Especially Stephen Platt.
I'm gonna
Whoa,
change
whoa,
my
whoa,
movie
whoa,
pick.
whoa. Let's get which movie?
I'm changing my movie pick.
What? You can't do that. You testified
Why?
because you already said on the show.
What was the original movie you're gonna pick?
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Change it. Fine. Dude, sure shit, dude. Do it. This is the same recording. I can fucking put this in
He's
there.
gonna map you over. Dub it in.
You want to change it here? Start talking.
Cool. Nah, it's cool. I'll keep it where I'm at. I know that Josh really wanted to watch this movie.
I love that movie.
So what were you thinking of changing it to?
Dazed and Confused.
Oh, that's a way better movie. That's a
I
way
know.
better movie.
Get out of here. Get out of
Way
here.
better movie than this other movie that you're supposed to watch. Way better.
Not a chance, Prophet
Well-
Boy.
Quote me on that, baby.
Not a chance, Prophet Boy.
Extreme, baby.
Extreme.
Ragnar.
Down to Liefeld Town.
I'm down. Jeez.
Oh man.
Wait, does Nightmare Country come out tomorrow?
Yeah,
Which one's that one?
that's the Sandman universe one that who's writing it? Tinian's writing it, right?
Kenya's writing it, I think.
Yeah.
It's another horror
Damien.
one or what?
Yes, sir.
Well, count me out of that.
And it's
That's the
The
one that
first
has the
appearance-
death cover, Isaac.
Yeah.
John says, "Yeah, I made Josh uncomfortable with Dazed."
It has a death
Oh.
cover.
Look at that. I forgot how
Yeah,
good
the,
that one was. Who's
what
the
is it,
artist?
Jenny
Is that
Friesen or
Friesen?
whatever?
Yeah, it's a Friesen cover.
Oh, she's the best.
God
Dude.
damn it! I need that one.
Hey, but have you
Sorry.
seen the Kelly
The
Jones?
ratio variant. And it's
Oh.
spoken for.
Already?
So
Hey,
1 on
Riz.
100.
Oh,
Liz,
never
can you
mind.
put one of those in
I'll
my
take
book?
that back. Never mind.
The Kelly
put one of those away
Kelly
for me?
Jones one is dope.
Which one? Which one, Jose? I'm sorry.
The Kelly Jones.
Do you have? Can I see that one if you have it, Liz, on your
Yeah,
phone?
hold on.
God, that death one was beautiful though.
But wait, you see the Kelly Jones.
Flame.
Whoa.
That's the
It's
B
a-
cover.
That's okay. It's not as good
No,
as
wait,
the other
that's
one.
the C cover.
What about the one with the Corinthian reading the newspaper and the eyes are the mouths?
So which one?
That's the cover A.
No,
No,
I
You
think
gotta,
that's
you gotta
a.
chip in to get Jose some better internet. He sounds like the
You're talking
villain from
about-
Grandma's Boy right now.
You're talking about this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
That's
sick
the one
too.
of 50.
Oof. Is that that's what, $50?
Oh, I don't know yet. I haven't looked it up. I look them up right before we're ready to go. That way it's the right when it's, yeah.
I'll take an A.
This is
cover,
the
Liz.
this is the normal A cover.
That one.
Yep, that's all I need.
Okay.
Put,
And then
pull
the
me an A
Kelly
cover,
Jones
please.
ones is the like other cover, and then there's the death, which is the 1 of 100.
When do you
Oh.
need
And
that blank, Josh?
Huh?
When do you need that blank?
I have nefarious plans.
And I just when does it like a
Oh, when? I don't know. I guess before Free Comic Book Day.
What blank
Okay.
are you talking about?
Youngblood.
he's gonna draw feet all over it?
he's just gonna have me put my foot on it, and then he's just gonna trace it.
It'll be that at the bottom. I'll inscribe it. Take that, Liefeld.
Oh, you bastard.
Miles Morales comes out. Oh, the Image anthology comes out.
Are you gonna get the? I know there's like it's supposed to come out maybe in a couple weeks. The Spawn blanks.
Yeah, so each one's gonna have their own blank.
There's a blank
And
this
then-
week too. There's a spawn blank this week too.
Is there? I know one that looks like old
So for the
school
next
style.
couple of weeks, they're gonna have all 4 titles will have Spawn, Scorched, Gunslinger, and King all have their own blanks. And I think only one of them is white. The rest of them are black. I think they're
Yeah,
black.
Spawn. The regular Spawn one is white. 'Cause I saw
Well,
that
no,
already.
so but that's the anniversary or like 50th. There's some anniversary edition that they're doing for issue 1. They're reprinting issue
Yes.
with
That's the one
a
I'm talking
blank.
about.
And that one is white. But the other, I don't know if the other Spawn is white or if one of
you-
the other titles it's white and then the other ones are black.
Have you already?
Did you
have
get
already
my
made
message?
an order for the Spawn?
Yes, I got the message.
For the Spawn white one?
So the reprint for number 1.
Have you already made those
Yeah.
orders or not yet?
No, because those they're on this month's monthly. So the
Okay.
FOC for that is like the last week of May or something.
Okay,
They
cool.
don't come out until
I'm putting in.
I
So
want
send
10.
your pull requests to Ray's Comics for 25%
Yeah, I'm getting-
discounts
I
on
have a-
your pull. 11:01 Pacific Standard Time. Collection Connection has gots to go. Steve, we know you have wishes. Message Liz. She will make them come true. Thanks y'all for coming,
I'll say no.
supporting us.
God damn it.
Screw you guys.
We'll see you all. We'll see you all next Monday. See you for the Comic Cave show on Wednesday. Thanks everybody for coming on board.
Good
Hey
night.
guys.